All right, guys, I would like to share with you my potential play for tomorrow. So we are on ticker symbol SOFI for SoFi Technologies. Um, and we're going to start on the daily level. We're going to break this down a little bit. Actually, we'll start on the weekly. So we'll get a high time frame idea of what is going on here. So overall, we had a huge push out of this breakout. I was watching this consolidation box down here for a 9 EMA breakout. Huge breakout to the upside. We ended up coming down pretty hard due to some news. Ended up tapping back into this consolidation zone over here. Um, and now we are back up, right? So we ended up not holding below the 250 EMA and all these short-term moving averages. We ended up coming right back up and staying above. So now this is looking very promising, right? On the weekly, I'm pretty bullish, but it's a little indecisive right now. We'll take a look at the daily chart, right? So the daily chart is where it starts to look good. So we had a lot of recent downtrend, right? And this right here is a break of structure. We ended up, so you can see that we took higher highs, or sorry, lower highs and lower lows as we went. So let me try to show you. So lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and then all of a sudden here we have a break of structure to the upside. So there we can see that we might be starting to change into a bullish direction. Now, the MACD is still moving down on the daily time frame, which is absolutely fine because overall we have some minor consolidation the past few days, looking like we're getting ready for another breakout. The last breakout attempt ended up failing and coming back between this consolidation zone, but we didn't break lower than that, which is awesome. You can also see that we have a 9 EMA and a 50 EMA cross, which is a golden cross. That is amazing. So that's usually very, very bullish. We also have the break of the 9 EMA, the 20 EMA, and the 13 EMA. We have a break above the 200 EMA, which is the gray line right here. So we are starting to see short-term direction to the upside. On the daily, this is super bullish, but we want to break it down a little bit further. So now we have the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, you can clearly see where the consolidation is, right? We've been trying to accumulate, and we are getting ready for whichever direction it chooses. So I am leaning towards an upside break, targeting these previous highs of 1372 at least. I would like to see a break past that into at least 1455. Now, how do we know where our confirmation is, right? I don't want to use the 4-hour time frame for my confirmation. I actually want to use the 30-minute time frame for this. Now, what I like to do with my breakout strategy is I wait for this 9 EMA to break out, a retest, and then another break, right? So we haven't had a breakout yet. So I would like to see this 9 EMA break to the upside. If you want to be really risky, you can go down to the 15-minute and wait for a break with the 15-minute. So you see a 15-minute break above this box, which is at 1290. So wait for the 9 EMA to break above 1290. Wait for this price to break out. Wait for a retest and then continuation. If we get continuation there, that is your entry to the upside, targeting at least these previous highs of 1450. So that is my potential swing play for tomorrow. I want to look at one more with you guys as a bonus. I was looking at Meta. So Meta currently has a little bit of a double bottom forming here. So it's kind of the same idea. We had lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. It went down a ton for a mega cap. Let's take a look at how much it actually went down. So we were at the peak right here, and we came down 35%, which is ridiculous. An extreme overreaction. So now we're starting to see everything line up. We're starting to see that golden cross again on the daily time frame. We're waiting for it to break above the 200 and the 50 EMA, giving us further confirmation. And if we break it down to the 4-hour, you're starting to see us hold levels pretty well. We have a golden cross with the 9, 13, and 20 on the smaller moving averages. So I could take an entry here tomorrow pretty much. And this could be a huge potential play because you could target this 2 months out with like a strike of, let's say 630-ish to even 700 if you're crazy. But you could target an extreme amount if you're expecting an extreme correction, right? Because we ended up trying to break this level, failed. Try to break it again, failed, and now it looks like we're on the way back up. Be prepared for a little bit of a dip again. It might dip to this 50 EMA, so give it some time. Figure out where this is going to go and if it's going to dip again. If we can break above 602.43 and get above there, retest it and break again, I'm very confident that we will end up trying to retake these highs at least over here, which would be a very huge move. So be on the lookout for Meta and SoFi to the upside in the next week or two. But that is my analysis. I hope you enjoy. Be ready for the next ones.